So do you guys need some energy drink? I need some energy. You know, Brawl Stars needs some energy drink. Brawl Stars needs Max. And I'm going to tell you why. Hey everyone, what's happening? Lex back today for another Brawl Stars video, and today we are going to be taking a look at some crazy news that just now dropped. Brawl Stars put out on their Twitter a series of newspaper shots, and all of this is very interesting and is leading us towards something big coming in Brawl Stars. And when I say big, I mean gigantic, crab big, that destroys the city big. Beyond that, Brawl Stars, the entire Brawl Stars universe is just one big theme park. Yeah, that's the truth. And we are going to get into why, what these news articles mean, and some other really big hints from other sources that we should have realized these before. The hints were there a week ago. We have known exactly when Brawl Talk is going to be, but we didn't quite pull it out until now. All right, first off, let's take a look at the actual video that Brawl Stars posted on their Twitter, on their community page today. Now, taking a look at this video, there is a lot of things that we can pull out. I'm going to break them down for you so that you can maybe come up with your own theories. I've got some of my own, but I'm going to tell them to you, but maybe you've got some different ones. And if you do, be sure to let me know in the comments down below, because I'm really intrigued by all of this. First off, let's take a look at the first screen. Now, it's just a background, but it does have like a Mecha Crow background and then the Brawl Stars. Could this be the new background that we're going to be getting in the next update, which should be coming very soon because Brawl Talk's going to be on June the 27th. What's that? Today's 4 days from now? That's what I'm assuming. Brawl Stars hasn't confirmed this, but they've kind of confirmed it because on this newspaper it says Brawl Talk basically airing June the 27th. So 4 more days and we'll be getting a Brawl Talk. Be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, because while this right here is just piecing together what Brawl Stars has given us, you guys do know that I get information before the actual general public. Although all of this is completely speculation. They didn't tell us anything about this. This was dropped on us just like it was you guys. But first screen, new background, Mecha Crow, cool. Nothing crazy there. The second screen is where it starts to get interesting. Ocean earthquakes rocked the city. Seismic activity in the ocean just outside the city has resulted in bizarre earthquakes. The initial tremors were quickly blamed on Jackie, who has since publicly responded with a statement dismissing the accusation, which sadly, yet unsurprisingly, is unfit for print. You know, lots of drill noises. Carl is quick to assemble a team of geologists, and they have discovered that the source of activity comes from much deeper underground, possibly the very depths of the ocean. The earthquake continues to grow, yet little is known as to why. And also, Max Energy Drink, 20% off, guys. But don't buy it yet because the deals get way better as we move along. Will Danny return to talk? Obviously, we're referencing Brawl Talk there. 20% off Max Energy Drink doesn't really mean anything, but it's going to mean something in terms of Max as we move along here. And earthquakes rock the city, so it's something from much deeper underground, right? And also at the top, it says anchors away. Only thing that's anchors in Brawl Stars is really like Daryl's ship. So did Daryl in his ship pull up whatever creature it is here that's deep underground that is causing these things? Or maybe you're going to be able to see some of it happening on Daryl's ship, or perhaps this is probably most likely like the octopus or the kraken that was like engulfing Daryl's ship with the, you can see his arms and stuff. Maybe that's part of the creature that is causing these, but I don't think that's quite it. Maybe it's part of it, but I don't think it's quite it. And I'll show you why here in just a second. And that's pretty much all we're getting from this one. Now, this one was dated June the 24th, which is actually tomorrow. So we're ahead in time. So does that mean we're going to be getting more sneak peeks, more teasers leading up to Brawl Talk? I wouldn't be surprised, but they haven't told us anything yet. So if we move on to the next slide, it says toxic spill could be costly. A mysterious spillage has seen the sea turn toxic. City residents have been advised to stay within the confines of the city and don't go near the water. Don't go near the water, guys. The consequences of the toxic spillage are still being speculated. However, no one has yet admitted culpability for the accident. Many citing a recent spike in demand for energy drinks as a contributing factor. Also, hey, Max energy drink. It's now 50% off. If you bought it yesterday at 20% off, you pleb, you could have got it for 50% off. So we've got a couple images here. First off, there's a showdown smoke. We're talking about don't go near the sea, and it looks like there's some showdown gas. Does that mean the beach environment is going to get crazy? Or is there going to be some kind of modification to Showdown? Frank did talk a while back about having some reworks to Showdown in general, so perhaps some of this could be that. Also, in the top right-hand side, Disputatio de Rixis. I don't know what that means, or I don't speak the language. It's some sort of Latin language. Maybe is it Portuguese, or I'm not sure, but I did Google it, and it's Brawl. It's talk about the disputes. Talk about disputes, right? So Brawl talk about disputes, if we look at the newspaper, on the 25th of June. But it was on the same one previously as well, but Brawl talk about disputes. So Brawl talk, right, about disputes. The dispute that is happening. What is the dispute that is happening, guys? I tell you, it's going to be some sort of superhero and villain. I think that we've seen that much just from the, Supercell Make campaign with the arch villains and heroes. They're obviously going for this superhero theme. One other thing that I see here that is interesting, and I think that this may be really reaching, but maybe not, right? Because toxic spill, is there going to be like a toxic brawler, or is that just like the gas spilling out? How about spike in demand? Now that could have just been normal, choice of words, but a spike in demand? Why spike? I mean, obviously, there's a spike in demand of energy drink. We're looking for Max. We're looking for that hero to come save the city because it's going to get destroyed. I'm telling you guys, the city is going to get destroyed. Brawl Stars is getting destroyed in the next update. Who's going to be the villain, though? Now, on June 26th, we're now 3 days into the future, we get one of the colossal crustaceans. That's right. Giant crabs, guys. Brawl Stars has crabs. An almost cavern-like burrow has been discovered on the beach just outside of the city. Despite baffling scientists, botanist and nature lover Rosa has groundbreaking theory that the hole may have been created by a crab. Given the proportions of the hole, Rosa predicts that the crab size could be gigantic. By my calculations, the relative size of this crab would dwarf Super Stadium, an entire Brawl Ball map. This crab, by Rosa's calculations, would even be bigger than an entire Brawl Ball map. Now, that means something to me, because if the crab, which could be burrowed underground, which references back to being something much deeper underwater, if it's bigger than an entire Brawl Ball field, could we be looking at another ticketed event where we have to all fight this gigantic crab or creature? Also, and this may again be nothing, maybe this is just them having fun, but Barley's, the hottest bar in the city. Maybe it is the hottest bar, but maybe in the city, that bar is now on fire because it's getting destroyed by whatever creature is coming out of the sea. And that's what I think it means. Not just that it's a hot bar. That's just a fun bar to go to. Brawl, and of course, completely confirming that Brawl Talk is coming on the 27th. Brawl and Talk, new talk show, airs 27th of June with Tick down there. Why did they choose Tick? I don't know. Could Tick be part of this? Could he be getting a new skin? We're not quite sure. Now, we've got one more slide to look at, and then I've got some really intriguing stuff that is going to give us more hints on exactly not only, Brawl Talk and the update, but also what could be coming in the update. And now we're coming to the big event, the epicenter of everything. This one is labeled June the 27th, so this would be the date of the update or the Brawl Talk, whichever one it is that they're talking about here. Unidentified creature seen in the city. Now we have a picture here. Now is that dark section? I'm assuming that is the creature. If so, it's as big as an entire building. I can't really make out what it would be. It almost looks like there's like a tower on top of it, maybe some arms. Is that a crab on top of a building, or is that the entire crab itself? It's really, really hard to tell. But also, guys, energy drink is now free. If you bought it at 20%, or if you even bought it at 50%, you were just been doing it wrong, because if you'd just waited, you would have got it for free. Free Max Energy drink, guys. Run down to the store, clip that coupon, get yours now. Now, another really strange one here. This one is actually really strange because down at the bottom left, it says another heist in Bandit Cove. And here's the reading of it. A confused cashier described his experience. He said, a living cactus broke into my store and stole 90 kilograms, which is 198 pounds, of marshmallows. Why would a living cactus steal 200 pounds of marshmallows? What is Spike doing? Is it actually Spike? Now, I don't know if you guys remember, if you're an OG back in beta, when you unlock Spike or on his little info tab, it said this. It questioned whether Spike was the last of his kind. We've got a cactus over here, a living cactus, stealing marshmallows. Spike is a ranger. Spike is part of the group, the trio that are like the policemen or the marshals, right? With Colt, Shelly, and Spike. They're the marshals. They're the good guys. They're the ones who save everybody. Why would Spike be stealing marshmallows? Is he mind controlled? Most likely, I think it's actually not Spike. Why would Spike be stealing marshmallows? I don't think it's Spike at all. I think that it is actually his evil brother. And I have a picture here. Now, this picture was actually drawn. Gosh, I can't remember the guy's name. I'll try to remember and put it in the comments. This is all spur of the moment. But this was drawn for my club, the Cactus Bandits, a long time ago. But I think it's actually really fitting because I always felt like there was going to be another cactus because of this wording on the unlock screen for Spike. So, Evil Spike is going to be a villain coming up. Or at least he's going to be involved with them. Or maybe it's just a remodel. Maybe it's talking about the Robo Mike that, was in those animations with Mecha Crow and Mecha Bo when they were released, and there was the sewer Spike, maybe that's part of it. But I don't think so. I think that we're getting some sort of family lineage with Spike, or at least maybe not family, but species. Another cactus, some cacti in Brawl Stars, some that are evil. Now, I told you at the beginning that I think that all of Brawl Stars, the entire world, is actually a theme park. Not that there's just a theme park environment coming, but that Brawl Stars itself is a theme park. There's entrances to Daryl's ship. There's actually rope. Why would a real pirate on a real pirate ship have rope? And a lot of this, I'm getting speculation. Shout out to Develop Art over on Twitter because he does a lot of really cool stuff, a lot of theory crafting. Looking at his image here, you can see that there's a lot of different things that hint towards all of Brawl Stars being a theme park. Like I was talking about Daryl's pirate ship. Why would it have rope on there if it was an actual real pirate ship? It wouldn't. It wouldn't. So on his note here, it says, one of the devs once told us that the overall theme of Brawl Stars is still unknown. It used to be Wild West, and now it's just kind of ambiguous, right? It could be a lot of different things, and that's because, or at least what, Develop Art here says, that he thinks that Brawl Stars is a theme park. The entire thing is a theme park, and here's why. Entrance and exit signs makes it look like another ride. Some of the stuff I've noticed, but I've never really connected, because I didn't bother to think about it at a time like that, but this makes sense, right? There's a gift shop. I mean, theme parks have gift shops, right? I mean, obviously, there's a big Ferris wheel. Now, you could say that, just a carnival theme is coming to Brawl Stars, and maybe so, but I think it also makes a lot of sense that there's also these different sections of Brawl Stars. You've got this mine, which, looking over here, Dynamite's ride, maybe the mine carts are just like a ride that you're riding through a mine. That could very well be a pirate ship, the big pirate ships that you go on on carnivals and stuff. Max drinks all over the place, of course. Max is going to be a big part of this superhero and villain update because Max, I think they're going to add a brawler to the superhero / villains. Maybe there's going to be 3 superheroes and 3 villains. That would be really cool. Are they going to get another Max, or are we going to get a counterpart to that? I know that B is going to be getting that arch villain B skin, but maybe there's going to be more than just that. Is there going to be a good and bad brawler, or is Max going to be the good? Are we getting an evil villain brawler? One really interesting point here is that over in Tara's Bazaar, Tara, at this point it doesn't matter. There's a radio, which I don't know if you guys have been following this. I've been following it, but I haven't really posted anything on it because I think that somebody was just being creative. That's what I thought it was. Somebody was just having fun, doing some fun theory crafting. But now I am 100% convinced that it was not just somebody doing it. Brawl Stars has the WKRBL stream. That is Brawl Stars. And there's some evidence why I think that this is the case. In fact, I think that on that stream, they told us like a week ago that Brawl Talk was going to be happening on June the 26th. Because here's the deal. There's one clip that has been somewhat recent, a few days ago, or about a week ago or so, where they're talking about, it sounds like somebody is just talking like some lawyer speak about some property damage and some other, sections of some sort of constitution or, bylaws, which also, by the way, guys, did you know that Ryan Lighton, community manager of Brawl Stars, was a lawyer before he worked for Supercell? I see you, Ryan, getting thrown in that lawyer talk. But here, let me play the clip for you, and then I'll explain some of this.
The following week, may the minutes reflect a scheduled community talk regarding Proposition 627, with particular emphasis placed on the liability and the property damage resulting from the demolition from outside entities. Pursuant to 419, Section 14, of the General Laws of the Commonwealth, we have now notified the public to appear at the time and place and for the purposes mentioned in said notification hereby.
In there, they talk about property damage and Section 627, or pursuant to 627. 627, June the 27th. Guys, do you think that's a coincidence? I don't think it's a coincidence. In fact, that image from Tara's Bazaar with that radio, that pretty much just is copying straight over to WKRBL. It is what it is. This is a real thing from Brawl Stars. I'm like 100% convinced. So 627, property damage. Further proof that Brawl Stars is going to get destroyed, going to have a ton of property damage, that something's coming out of the ocean from underground and is going to destroy the city theme and perhaps even more. Yeah. And then they said Section 419, paragraph 14 or something like that. They talked about 419. Now, on 419, there was a lot of activity. In fact, this stream started up on 419. Brawl Stars had posted a PAM remodel as well on 419. Now, the 14 after, I haven't figured out if that has to do with anything. If you got any cool theories, let me know. But so PAM remodel confirmed. 419, why would they talk about that now? We've already got the PAM remodel, unless there was another remodel coming, a Crow remodel. I think that the Crow remodel is going to be coming in this next update, and I'm really excited to see what it's going to look like. All right, so there was an Italian clip in there. Now, somebody over on Twitter translated it, and it basically talks about people suffering, that there's lots of destruction, old people getting hurt, so this all adds to the city is getting destroyed kind of theme. And to tag on to along that, there was a Japanese clip that talked about lots of roof damage. Ray actually did a really cool video on this as well, so you guys go check out Ray. He did one on this particular stream. He did it was like a 25-minute video just on the stream. I watched like 2 minutes of it. Sorry, Ray. Has a lot of cool info if you're into this stuff as well. But the gist of it all is that there was a Japanese clip as well, and it was talking about lots of roof damage. If it was more like an advertisement, not an advertisement, although there was a French advertisement for energy drink as well. But it was talking about lots of different roof damage. If you have any kind of roof damage, that they'll be able to come and fix it. Again, more info leading towards the city being destroyed. Brawl Stars theme park being destroyed. An interesting one, though, is that there was a Portuguese clip that once translated, it talked about shooting down helicopters and being free to climb the buildings again. Is this one a clip directed to the actual villain himself, saying, hey, if you need help shooting down these helicopters, I got you covered. This is what you got to do. Then you'll be back up and climbing in those buildings again. This is all very interesting. So the overall theme here is that Brawl Talk, June 27th, or maybe the update June 27th. We'll see. What I think's coming in the update, we're going to Crow remodel, a new brawler that is going to be a villain, perhaps new information on Spike's sibling or some sort of family member of Spike. I think that we are going to get a new... I think that we're also going to get a new ticketed mode where we fight some gigantic thing together, even bigger than like a normal boss in like Robo Rumble. We're talking like the size of an entire Brawl Ball map. We're going to be fighting this crab. Could it be like Boom Beach? Probably not. But Boom Beach has got some cool villains. All right, so that's a lot of theories. That's a lot of questions. That's a lot of maybe answers. But we're going to have to see a little bit more on this. It's all very intriguing. You guys let me know what you think. What are your theories? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to keep digging into this, and I'm going to bring you some more information between now and when the actual update happens, until the point comes where I actually know everything, and then I won't be able to talk about it anymore. So you guys be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you can get all the info before you can get it anywhere else, or as soon as you can get it anywhere else, right here on this channel. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, theory crafting with me just a little bit. And we'll see where this whole line takes us. But Brawl Stars, a theme park that's going to get destroyed, and we're getting a villain coming into Brawl Stars very, very soon. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, until next time, be sure to drink your max energy drink. Peace.